Limits continuity differentiability. I explained you already in the beginning of this topic. First of all, you have to see the existence of what I mean to say, the function should be defined first. After the function is defined, we will check for the existence of the limit. And if the limit is existing, then we move forward to check the continuity. If the function is continuous, then we move forward to check the differentiability. See, any one of these is not done, then we don't move forward. So let us continue with the problems. Let me share the screen. If I remember well, this is already done. Just check it out, please.
Yes, sir.
This is done.
8 आया था answer.
Next one, please. If limit of log of 1 plus x whole power 1 plus x divided by x square minus 1 divided by x is equal to k, then 12k is integer type question.
Not done.
Answer, please. So you just write it in this way. Limit of, bring that 1 plus x out, ln of 1 plus x minus x whole divided by x square. That is, I have taken LCM there. As x tends to 0. A is given to be k. It is in the form of 0 by 0, and hence you can comfortably apply L'Hospital's rule. Apply L'Hospital's rule, then it is limit of 1 plus x derivative 1, ln of 1 plus x, again ln of 1 plus x derivative 1 by 1 plus x into 1 plus x, you'll get 1 minus 1 whole divided by x square derivative 2x. Otherwise, you can make use of the expansion. You can make use of the expansion also. This x gets cancelled. If you remember expansion, that will be very good. Because everyone may or may not be remembering these expansions. That is the reason why I am taking a L'Hospital's rule here. One getting cancelled. Now you rearrange it. Implies you bring this 1 by x to the power. That is, you can write it as
LK is 3.
ln of limit of 1 plus x whole power 1 by x as x tends to 0 is equal to 2k. So it is nothing but
E by 2.
its value is e. Its value is e. It is in the form of 1 power infinity. Just check it out. So 2k is equal to 1. Implies k 1 by 2. And he needs 12k, no? Multiply both sides with 6. So 12k is 6. That's it, please. That's it. The formula to be revised and remembered. Important word. The formula to be revised and remembered is limit of 1 plus x whole power 1 by x as x tends to 0 is equal to e is equal to limit of 1 plus 1 by x whole power x as x tends to plus or minus infinity. Remember this? It is in the form of 1 power infinity forms. This is the standard result. I must say standard limit. This is a standard limit. Just remember this. Okay? Should I move forward? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
It's an integer type question, so 12k is 6 there. Next. Let's see the next one. It's a passage question. And it is given that if f, g, and h are functions having a common domain D such that h of x is less than or equal to f of x is less than or equal to g of x belongs to D, and if limit of h of x as x tends to a is equal to limit of g of x as x tends to a is equal to L, limit of f of x as x tends to a is equal to L. This is known as sandwich theorem. Sandwich theorem. And using this result, complete the following limits. Okay, so yeah, what is that to be understood? This is sandwich theorem, everyone knows. Very simple that h of x and g of x limits are defined, and in between there is f of x. Whatever the limit of h of x and g of x are there, that will be the same limit value for fx also. That is nothing but the sandwich theorem. That is nothing but the sandwich theorem. Let us see that. Now, here it is to be understood that this function we have to keep with a lower limit and upper limit to apply the sandwich theorem here. So let me write it in this way. Mod x divided by root over x power 4 plus 4x square plus 7. You can say is always less than or equal to x. Less than or equal to mod x, I can say. Because the denominator is greater than x. The denominator is greater than x. Just check it out. X power 4 plus 4x squared plus 7 is greater than x, and hence it will be less than or equal to mod x. So apply the limit as x tends to 0. It is very simple. You can understand the answer straight like this. Limit of that function as x tends to 0 is, I can say, limit of mod x as x tends to 0. What is its value? Limit mod x as x tends to 0.
Does not exist.
Is 0. So your answer must be B. That's it. Your answer must be B. Similarly, coming to this, minus 1. Let us forget about that x power 4. And this is sine function. So sine function always lies between minus 1 and plus 1. As you all know, minus 1 less than or equal to sine of 1 upon 3 root x less than or equal to 1. Now, what we need is, we need x power 4. So, multiply throughout with x power 4. Minus x power 4 less than or equal to x power 4 sine of 1 upon 3 root x less than or equal to x power 4. So now I need not already explain you because the limits are defined there. Limits are defined there. For sine function, the range is minus 1 to plus 1. We have used it. And apply the limit. Apply the limit. What should be the answer for this also?
0.
So the answer for this also apply limit, this will be 0. Sandwich theorem, sandwich theorem. The required function is kept in between two limits and it is defined. Okay, similarly, the next one is an important function. If x square is not there, just understand, x square is not there, understand the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist. Because x square is there is every chance that limit is existing. But let us check it out. Now, let us write in this way, because we are using sandwich theorem there. Let us keep it between two non-limits, like what? Or any one limit also, no problem. E power 1 by x minus e power minus 1 by x whole divided by e power 1 by x plus e power minus 1 by x. You all know e power anything is always positive. Exponential. The function name itself is exponential function. And the numerator is obviously smaller, denominator is greater. And hence, it should always be less than or equal to 1.
One.
X equal to 0. Less than or equal to 1, please. Now, apply whatever is required. Multiply both sides with x square. E power 1 by x minus e power minus 1 by x. Whole divided by e power 1 by x plus e power minus 1 by x under the limit x tends to 0 is less than or equal to, we multiplied both sides with x square in the above inequation. Limit of x square as x tends to 0. So this implies that this function limit is 0. Limit of x square e power 1 by x minus e power minus 1 by x whole divided by e power 1 by x plus e power minus 1 by x as x tends to 0 is nothing but 0. Okay, why I have taken a separate page for this? I'd like to remind you, we did such problems already. I'd like to remind you the existence of the limit of this function without x square. Without x square, please. So, if you write limit of e power 1 by x minus e power minus 1 by x whole divided by e power 1 by x plus e power minus 1 by x as x tends to 0 minus, if I take, respond please, respond. Left-handed limit I am finding here.
Yes, sir.
Then in that case, you make it positive by taking it common. Then you take e power minus 1 by x common. Then what happens? You will get it as e power 2 by x minus 1 divided by e power 2 by x plus 1 as x tends to 0 minus. As x tends to 0 minus, this becomes e power minus infinity. That becomes e power minus infinity, please. Respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That becomes e power minus infinity. What is e power minus infinity value?
0.
0.
1 by infinity is 0. So that becomes 0. And
Minus
your
1.
left-handed limit becomes minus 1 by 1. Keep it like that. Similarly, this is LHL. If you find out RHL will be x tends to 0 plus, then straight away, if you apply the limit cannot be solved. So 0 plus means you have to get it always to this form, e power minus infinity form. This is suitable, but this is not suitable because it is positive power is there, positive power. So take this out. In the previous case, we have taken this second term common. In the right hand limit case, you have to take the first term common. If you take the first term common, you'll be getting it as 1 minus 0 by 1 plus 0, which is nothing but 1, please. It's not equal to LHL. Therefore, limit does not exist, in fact, for this function. Limit does not exist. But what is that happening in this problem? X square is multiplied here. That is the reason why this is nullified. Because of x is tending to 0 and x square is multiplying this function. That is nullified. I hope I explained it. If you say, okay, I'll move forward. Everyone else,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
Respond.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
मैं ही लेट आया आज, धनंजय बाबू और भी लेट आया. बाबू धनंजय,
यस सर. गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
गुड मॉर्निंग. क्या हो गया?
कुछ नहीं सर.
लेट क्यों आया पूछ रहा हूँ यार. कुछ नहीं किया.
नहीं सर, लेट नहीं आया. वो लैपटॉप से था तो लैपटॉप का बैटरी खत्म हो गया तो फोन से ज्वाइन किया.
ठीक है. So, the function here is f of x plus y is equal to f of x plus f of y. X comma y belongs to R. ठीक है. So, I gave you some special functions. What I mean to say by special functions, these are functional equations given. We cannot all the way solve these functional equations to get the function. That is the reason why I gave you some around 5 special functions. Among them, this is one, and you can take it as f of x is equal to, anyone in the class?
A raised to x.
Kx, please. Even 0 also, it can be taken. Ved Babu, what you are saying is that is f of x into f of y. Ved Babu, that is different. Did you hear it is f of x plus f of y?
Yes.
This is f of x plus y means k of x plus y. It's nothing but kx plus ky. Kx plus ky. It is that. So this is a function. Now let us check the options. First option. Please respond. First option is f of x.
Linear graph.
F is continuous for all x belongs to R if it is continuous at x equal to 0. Obviously, it is a straight line. For any value of k, that becomes a straight line. Straight line is always continuous. So first option is correct. And B, f of x equal to x into f of 1. What is f of x? We have taken kx. What is x? He has given x. What is f of 1? K again. Just check it out. K. So it is satisfied. Coming to C. Fx is not a periodic function. Yes, of course, because it is a straight line. Because it is a line passing through the horizon. It is a line passing through the horizon. Not periodic. Next
It's
one is
differentiable to
D.
differentiable भी है.
Obviously, f dash x is equal to k. For all x belongs to R. Is differentiable. See, understand, this is not that easy problem if you don't know. This is not that easy problem if you don't know that functional equation. वेद ने गलत बताया शुरुआत में. But you must have clear understanding about all these special functions. All these special functions, you must be in a position to take it, or otherwise what happens? You have to solve that functional equation to get this equation. But unlike that, it need not always be like that, but some five standard functions I gave you. Did I give you 5 standard functions or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, let us move. This is what? So, all ABCD are correct here. All ABCD are correct. Now, function F maps R2 are satisfied. Now, with what are you saying? It comes now. Just check it out.
Log in.
F of x plus y. The summation into product. Sum to product, please. Sum is this, product is this. Srivardhan.
A raised to x.
Yes.
So, implies now f of x comes as an exponential. K power x. Of course, this k is always greater than 0 for any exponential. So when we get the function, it is done. It is done. But it is given that f dash 0 is 2. It is given that f dash 0 is 2. So, which implies f dash x is equal to k power x into ln k. What is f dash 0? Is equal to k power 0 into ln k. What is k power 0? 1. What is f dash 0? A is given to be 2. Is equal to ln k.
E raised to 2.
And
K.
your k is e square. That's the total function we have derived now. Therefore, we got the function now. We got the function. Therefore, f of x is equal to e power 2 whole power x. E power 2x. Done, please. Check the first one. Option A.
Correct.
F dash x is equal to 2 e power 2x. Obviously, it is twice of f of x. So that's correct. For all x belongs to R. B. That's also right because we derived it. Next, C.
All are correct, sir.
Fx is everywhere continuous. It's correct because it's an exponential function. If you want to see the graph of it, its graph will be like this. Let me show it. This is x-axis, let me say, and this is y-axis. And because it is everywhere continuous and exponential function, if you put x equal to 0, f of 0 is 1. So it intersects y-axis at 1 and it is an exponential function like this. This exponential function is always continuous and also positive. Continuous and positive. That is, C is also correct. And coming to D now, f of 1 by 2, please. F of 1 by 2 becomes e power 2 into 1 by 2. E is an irrational number. That's also correct. So all the options are correct. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D are correct. So this question is purely depending on the functional equation. If you are able to write that function, if you do not remember, please revise whatever I have given you, the special functions. Refer to your material or refer to your notes, whatever you do. I gave you some 5 standard functions. Among them, now I discussed 2 here. 2 here. F of x plus y is equal to f of x into f of y, which is f of x equal to k power x. And Srivardhan was saying it is logarithm. Logarithm is for product to sum. Product to sum. That means f of x into y is equal to f of x plus f of y. F of x into y is equal to f of x plus f of y. Then that becomes a logarithmic. Are there every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Similarly,
Yes.
f of x divided by
sir.
y. F of x divided by y is equal to f of x minus f of y. No one responding. F of x
Yes, sir, understood.
divided by f of y, f of x minus f of y means it's logarithmic. Logarithmic. And one more very important function which you forget also, I want to mention. This is f of x plus f of 1 by x is equal to f of x into f of 1 by x. Just check it out.
1 plus minus x raised to n.
According to the situation, you have to take plus or minus for this. According to the given result or question, in the question you will be given a value. Like you are given f dash 0, 2 here. In this type of questions also you will be given a value like this. According to that you have to take whether it is 1 plus or 1 minus. This is also most important among all the 5. Among all the 5, this is most important. Okay. Let's move to the next question. So consider the function defined on 0, 1, both closed intervals. Phi of x is given to be x squared sine 1 by x if x is not equal to 0, defined to be 0. If x is equal to 0, phi of x has right hand derivative at x equal to 0. Phi dash x is discontinuous at x equal to 0. Phi dash x is continuous at x equal to 0. Phi dash x is differentiable at x equal to 0. I'd like to explain you or remind you once the differentiability concept. The concept of differentiability, if you want to check the differentiability of a function at a point A, if you want to check the differentiability of function at a point A, f dash A, then you have to do it like this. Limit of f of x minus f of A
Upon x minus.
upon x minus a. At a particular point, please. At a particular point, as x tends to a. Differentiability, and understand, if you find out the left-handed limit, that is f dash of a minus. And if you find out the right-handed limit, f dash of a plus, we call it as left-handed derivative. We call it as right-handed derivative. Like right-handed limit, left-handed limit was there. Right-handed derivative. Both are equal. Then we say that the function is differentiable at x is equal to a. The function is differentiable at x is equal to a. This is the differentiability of a function at a particular point. Differentiability of a function at a particular point a. Don't forget, if you want to find out the differentiability at a particular point, you have to make use of this. Unlike that, if you want to check the general differentiability, that is what I mean to say by general differentiability at all x, then it is called first principle. This is also first principle, but at a particular point. And general definition for the differentiability is nothing but, just a moment please, color, yeah. Okay, that's the problem there. F dash x is equal to, do you have derivatives in your 12th class board exam or not?
Yes. Yes, sir, we have.
Respond, my
So
dear
we
boys
don't
and
have it as
girls.
a so we don't have it as a separate chapter, but hai.
Application of
What is the beginning
derivatives.
then? What is the beginning of the calculus in 12th?
Application of derivatives.
Okay. Yeah. This is called first principle, or it is also said to be first principle or definition. This is nothing but the definition. They both are definitions only, but it is at a particular point, it is a general point. And it is also named as AB initio. Why that name, I never got into the details, but the other name is AB initio. So you must be knowing this definition. And very, very important point is that why this is named as definition, because every derivative is derived from this only. Derivative of every function is derived from this one only. That is, derived from this only means because this is the definition. This is the definition. Understand that? Now, according to graphs, how do we say this? According to graphs, how do we understand whether the function is differentiable at a particular point or not? That's what I'm showing. Now, if you take a graph, a particular graph, for example, I have taken mod x. It is understandable easily. That is the reason why I'm taking mod x, and we will be dealing with some more in the problems. So, if you draw the graph of mod x, this is in the first quadrant it is like this. In the second quadrant it is like this. Now, very important thing is that it is continuous, no doubt. How do we say that it is continuous? If you are able to draw the graph of any function without lifting your pen on the paper, if you are able to draw the graph of any function without lifting your pen on the paper, simply it is said to be continuous. Of course it is continuous here. But what about the derivative? What about the derivative? Limit of, that is, derivative means here function is f of x is equal to mod x. We want to check the differentiability at that point 0. Let us use this definition. I'm explaining both theoretically and graphically. So if you want to check the differentiability at 0, f dash 0 is equal to limit of f of x minus f of 0 by x as x tends to 0. Does not exist. Are you there, boys and girls?
Yes, sir.
Because left-handed derivative minus 1 and right-handed derivative plus 1. Left-handed derivative minus 1 and right-handed derivative plus 1. Understand that? And hence limit does not exist. I understand. The derivative is also the limit of a specific function. Derivative is no way different from limit. It is again a limit only, but limit of a particular function. Limit of a particular function is defined as the derivative. That's what you have to understand. So, existence of the derivative or derivative, it is differentiable. Differentiable means existence of the limit only again. If this limit of this a particular function exists, we say that it is differentiable. It is not existing, we say that it is not differentiable. So, mod x by x as x tends to 0 does not exist. It is a signum function. Everyone knows this. Now, this is theoretical approach. And if you want to understand graphically, how do we understand this? What is the meaning of non-differentiability in this case? Understand dy by dx is nothing but the slope. Now, if you take left-handed derivative and right-handed derivative, that is left-handed slope and right-handed slope. If you take the left-handed slope, this one is left-handed slope, the line is y is equal to minus x. And its slope is minus 1. And if you take this line, it is y is equal to x. And its slope is plus 1. Are you there, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So left-handed derivative is not equal to right-handed derivative. So it is not differentiable at x equal to 0. It is not differentiable at x equal to 0. So understanding this graphically or geometrically, non-existence of the derivative, means left-handed slope is not equal to right-handed slope. This is what you have to understand with regards to the differentiability. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Are you there,
Yes.
everyone?
Yes, sir.
Today there are 29 people in the class, including me, and one more entered. What is the general strength? I think general strength is only 27, no? 26, Dhananjay?
सर मैथ के लिए तो इतनी
क्या बेटा?
मैथ के लिए इतनी है फीस
Sir, for advanced maths, there are only these many.
For advance?
Advanced maths, there are only these many.
No, that's what I'm saying. There are more students today, that's what I'm saying. But generally, we used to have only 27 now.
नहीं
और ज़्यादा है?
हाँ इतने बराबर है सर.
सर 2 प्रथम शायद मीटिंग में, तो शायद एक एक्स्ट्रा उसके वजह से.
अच्छा. Glitch बोलते हैं इसको. This is called glitch.
इसलिए शायद उसने दोनों अलग इससे ज्वाइन किया उसने दो.
Very good, beta. Now, let us move. I hope I explained well. Let me talk to my darling who is at Jahan. Are you there or sleeping?
Yes, sir.
समझ गया बेटा?
हाँ सर.
अरे जीत बाबू, जीत बाबू लेट आया क्लास में. Let us now move on to the problems. X squared sine 1 by x, if x is not equal to 0, defined between 0 and 1. So, limit of phi of x. He's talking about, according to the first option, limit of phi of x as x tends to 0 plus. If it is single correct answer, generally what we do, we solve the question. But in case of multiple choice, that is more than one correct answer questions, you have to see the options. Whatever is given, you have to check it out. So, limit of x squared sine 1 by x as x tends to 0 plus can be written as limit of I need not have to tell you that limit of, if I remember well, we did this type of problems already. We did this type of problem. Sine of 1 by x all divided by 1 by x squared as 1 by x tends to infinity plus there. That is plus infinity. So that is equal to some finite value.
ऑसिलेटिंग ग्राफ बनेगा.
Whole divided by, correct, finite value divided by infinity is nothing but 0. So first option is correct. Coming to phi dash x, please.
Sir, A, C and D would be correct.
Most generally, most of the problems generally in differentiability, with respect to differentiability, they can be solved by finding the derivative directly. Most of the problems. So try to solve the differentiability. Try to solve the differentiability using the derivative directly, finding the derivative. You can do that, or otherwise go for the definition. So phi dash x is discontinuous at x equal to 0. If it is y, it is discontinuous at x equal to 0. You can imagine what we have taken is 0 plus here. 0 plus is 0, and 0 minus will be what? Anyone? What should be 0 minus? This numerator. 0 only. That also 0 only, no? Where?
Yes, sir.
सर पर हमने इधर फंक्शन की वैल्यू निकाली ना, उन्होंने डेरिवेटिव फाइंड करने के लिए.
That's what, correct. What I was discussing is just I'm discussing about the function, but he's asking for the derivative. Phi dash x. Let us find it out. Phi dash x is discontinuous at x equal to 0. Let us do one thing. Let me apply the definition also so that you will be more comfortable. F dash 0, he is asking about 0 there, no? So I am finding it. F dash of 0 is equal to limit of f of x, please, is nothing but x square sine 1 by x minus f of 0 defined to be 0 whole divided by x minus a. Just now I wrote the definition, every one of you. I am reproducing it for your better understanding. F dash of a is limit of f of x minus f of a upon x minus a as x tends to a. Okay. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
I'm using the same here. Come on, tell me the denominator is x minus 0 as x tends to 0. That xx gets cancelled. Limit of x sine 1 by x. Just like the previous problem only.
Sine 1 by x upon 1 by x.
Finite value divided by 1 by x. Again, it is 0 only. So it is not discontinuous. Not f dash x, phi dash x. Because he used phi there, let me correct it. It is phi dash 0. Okay. It is 0, please. Existing. It is 0. Are you there, please, every one of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So B is not correct, and hence C is correct. Dhananjay was saying B correct now?
No, sir. I was saying C and D correct.
Okay then. F dash phi dash x is differentiable at x equals 0. Obviously, it is differentiable and continuous. So A, C, D are the options. Hope we did it, and we are moving forward. This is what I'd like to show you. This is oscillating discontinuity. Even I have shown it in the images also. In the images also, I have taken it up. Let me show you one moment. Oh, is it moving or not? Removable discontinuity is stable, huh? No, it's changing, no? Yeah. It's changing. Just a moment. Just a moment. How to remove the discontinuity also I explained you. How to remove the discontinuity also I explained you. And this is endpoint discontinuity, mixed discontinuity. That means you have point discontinuity and as well infinite discontinuity also in this case. This is what I mean to say. Oscillating discontinuity, everyone please see that. Oscillating discontinuity. Means what happens, in fact, cos x function is also oscillating discontinuity. Okay. So taken as it is, they are discontinuous. But you can take, you can see, they are multiplied with x then. They are multiplied with x. Okay. Next. Let us check it out. It is maximum and minimum values. Maximum or minimum values of two or more than two functions. Graph is to be drawn first to understand the non-differentiable points. Here, the function given is maximum of four comma 1 plus x square comma x square minus 1 as x belongs to R. Okay. So here, let me do it. How the graph will be? How the graph will be for this? You have to take three individual functions. You have to take three individual functions and then you have to take the maximum part of that. from their intersection. First one is y is equal to 4. Fx is nothing but y. Fx is nothing but y. So first one is y is equal to 4. So let me draw that. Y is equal to 4. Somewhere I'll take, let me say this as 4. Okay. So what happens to the second function there? To the second function, it is 1 plus x square. Put x equal to 0. Y is 1. Put x equal to 0. Y is 1. This is 4. Don't forget. This is 4. Y is 1 means somewhere 1/4 of this from the origin. From the origin, it is 1/4 of it. And you can understand y is equal to 1 plus x square is takes the parabolic shape. Takes the parabolic shape. So it's a parabola. What I mean to say.
Upward para.
It's a parabola. Yeah. Coming to the second function. Put x equal to 0. Y is minus 1. And you must get it out whether it should be upward parabola or downward parabola.
Upward.
Upward. Why?
X का coefficient positive. X square का coefficient positive.
Coefficient of x square is positive. Coefficient of x square is positive and hence it is an upward parabola. Okay. Now the upward parabola is like this. Obviously, it must pass through minus 1. Now these are all not required according to the question. But I'm showing the entire graph. These are all not required according to the given question because we need only maximum value of it. We need only maximum value of it. See, this difference is only with x with respect to x, but as far as y is concerned, it is same. As far as y is concerned, it is same. So you can neglect this part. Now, whatever is required, just I am making it white. We need maximum value. In all these cases, if you observe carefully, this one is the intersection. This one is the intersection. In this intersection, what is that needed? Lower value is not needed. Lower value is not needed. What I mean to say, this part is not needed. Because we want the maximum value in that part. Maximum value means you have to take only upper part of it. You have to take only upper part of it. That's the reason why I'm erasing this, because this is the lower part. Done. This is also erased. This is also erased here because it is not maximum in that part. This part we don't need. Okay. Now, this is the maximum part in this one. And coming to these two, what happens? It is just above x-axis and makes no difference. There with respect to y value. what I mean to say, if you draw a line parallel to this green line above it, wherever it meets will have the same y value. That is the reason why you can neglect that this brown color graph. You can take this as the graph only, because we need only the maximum value, and hence you can neglect it, or you can even take that also, but that won't play any role here. So our required graph is this. Okay. Our required graph goes like this. This one. Like this. This is our required graph. Now, I hope you understand what I did there.
Yes, sir.
Even we
It's not
don't need
differentiable
this.
at root 3 and minus root 3.
Even we don't need this green line also. That's it. According to this graph, you can understand where that curve is intersecting. You can check it out. You can solve it. That is 4 is equal to 1 plus x square. Implies x is equal to plus or minus root 3. So as you all know, wherever the sharp points are existing in the graph, wherever the sharp points are existing in the graph, wherever it is not differentiable. So the sharp points in this case are minus root 3 and plus root 3. So what does it mean by sharp points? Boys and girls, what does it mean by sharp points? Left-handed derivative is different from right-handed derivative. Right-handed derivative exists on the curve. For example, I'll show you like this. At root 3, if you want to find out, your function in the left-hand side is 4. Your function in the left-hand side is 4. That means if you take the left-hand side function, it is y is equal to 4. And what is its derivative then?
0.
0. That is the reason why it is parallel. And if you take right-hand side function now, it is y is equal to x square plus 1 or 1 plus x square. If you find its derivative now, dy by dx at the point x is equal to, anyway it is a constant, that is the reason why you got 0 everywhere. X equal to root 3, what happens? You will get 2x to root 3. Both are not equal, just check it out. That is the meaning of sharp points, please. Short point means left-handed slope is not equal to right-handed slope. That is the reason why it is given as simply wherever the short points are there in the graph, the function is non-differentiable. Is it clear, please? What are the options then? A,
and B.
B, two irrational points, obviously. Root 3, root 3. So this depends on the graph. There is no other go for this, please. There is no other go for this. In the maximum part of it, if you want to make the graph of it, you can even make the minimum value also. Whatever the graph is erased here, that is to be kept out. That is to be kept for the minimum value. Just it is, just is reverse of it, reverse of it. For the minimum, you have to take the lower value. For the maximum, you have to take the upper value whenever 2 or more than 2 graphs are present. Whenever 2 or more than 2 graphs are present. Now, the next question, please. 8f of x plus 6f of 1 by x is equal to x plus 5.
Replace x by 1 by x and then solve them.
That's all. Solve it and tell me the options, please. You can do that. And it is given that y is equal to x square into f of x. He has given one more here. Y is equal to x square into f of x. Y is given that. We have to check it out. Anyone doing it, boys and girls?
So doing it.
Prathamesh?
Yes, sir, doing it.
Replace x with 1 by x. 8 into f of 1 by x plus 6 into f of x is equal to 1 by x plus 5. Solve it, please. Solve it. Let us cancel up f of 1 by x. 24 is a common factor. So you can make it like this. 4 into 1 minus 3 into 2 implies it is 32. 32 minus 18, please. 32 minus 18. 14.
14.
These two anyway getting cancelled. And it is 4x plus 20 and minus 3 by x minus 15. You got the function now. I think everyone can do this, but it is only time taking.
Yes, sir.
F of x is equal to this is 4x squared by 14.
Sir, f dash of -1 is 0. तो C wrong है.
ठीक है. Plus 5 by, we have taken LCM there. Let us keep it like that only. Why should we take LCM? 4x by 7. This is 4x by 14 means 2x by 7 plus 5 divided by 14 minus 3 divided by 14x. Yeah, now you can do. You got the function. He gave something y is equal to x square into fx. Fx, just check it out. 28 LCM. 14 LCM we got. Just check it out whether I got right or not. And you tell me please whether he is correct or not. Let us take 1 by 28 common because he needs it. So 1 by 28 taken common means it is to be multiplied with 4. So 8x, correct. And here it is to be multiplied with 6. Correct. It is to be multiplied with 2, that is minus 6x. Plus 10, that's correct.
Plus
only.
10.
A is correct option. A is correct. Every one of you, are you simply gazing or witnessing or doing?
doing.
सर
सर बस और कुछ करेक्ट नहीं है
सर वही
B correct नहीं है?
नहीं सर वो एक्स स्क्वायर का टर्म कैसे आएगा ना
वही सर बी कैसे करेक्ट होगा हम लोग को dy बाई डी एक्स का वो मिल गया है
You make use of this, no?
अरे वो नहीं देखा
हाँ,
रुको
वो नहीं देखा इसलिए करने के लिए बता मैं. Generally we miss it. इन्होंने इसलिए थोड़ा ट्विस्ट कर दिया ये. So your y becomes 1 by 28 into x square.
नहीं सर बी भी रॉन्ग है सर
Wrong है क्या?
हाँ सर
X square into f of x means 2x cubed by 7 plus 5x square by 14 minus, if you multiply with
ये
x
correct है।
square, 3x by 14. Find the derivative now. Again, he has taken 1 by 28 LCM. Let us check the first term here. This becomes 6x square. 6x square, 24. That's correct only. That's correct only.
करेक्ट है सर बी करेक्ट
24, this is minus 6, correct only. And this is again 10x into 2, 28.
सी एंड डी आर आल्सो करेक्ट
Yes. Dhananjay Babu.
नहीं सर मैं फंक्शन में ही लास्ट में प्लस वाले ना भूल गया था
Now check it out after putting x equal to minus 1, what is that you're getting? Substitute here itself, you'll understand. X minus 1 means this is 24 minus
Yes, sir. C is
24
also-
minus 2 by 28 minus 40. That's also right. X equal to 1 means 24 plus 20, 44 minus x is 38 by 28, 19 by 40. This is also correct. Everything is correct, I think. Correct?
Right.
So all are correct. Yes, moving on to the next question, please. Solving the functional equation. This is a question, please. This question is solving the functional equation, but he has just given another condition also. You have to observe it. If you take fx directly, you will not be getting the other options because y he defined in a different way as x square into f of x. That is the thing to be observed. Which of the following functions are not differentiable at x equal to 0?
सर ए बी एंड सी
Not differentiable, huh?
हाँ सर क्योंकि सर डी बिकम्स एन ऑड फंक्शन मॉड एक्स को हम लोग को डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा एंड कॉस ऑफ मॉड ऑफ एक्स रिमेन्स कॉस एक्स क्योंकि कॉस ऑफ माइनस एक्स इज ऑल्सो कॉस एक्स एंड तो ए और बी तो वैसे ही एलिमिनेट हो जाएंगे और सी के लिए वो साइंस अलग आएंगे माइनस साइन एक्स और साइन एक्स प्लस एक्स आएगा सी के लिए तो दोनों का लिमिट ही सेम नहीं होता है
Let me check. Whenever you come across the questions of differentiability, just to find out the derivative directly, no problem at all. What is cos mod x derivative, please? Anyone in the class? Minus sine mod x into mod x derivative mod x by x mod x derivative mod x by x. Whenever mod x by x comes, your x is not equal to 0. So not differentiable. Let's correct only A. It is not differentiable. Coming to the next one. That's also not differentiable. Boys and girls, respond please.
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर, ए बी और सी तीनों नॉन डिफरेंशिएबल है.
Not differentiable. What about this?
तीनों ही चारों ही नॉन डिफरेंशिएबल हो जाएंगे ना मॉड एक्स की वजह से.
नहीं सर, सर डी डिफरेंशिएबल है.
क्यों?
सर मैंने ऐसे सॉल्व नहीं किया. मैंने फंक्शंस को दो में डिवाइड किया फॉर एक्स ग्रेटर देन 0 एंड लेस देन 0, एंड देन मैंने दोनों का लिमिट्स और डिफरेंशिएबिलिटी कंपेयर किया.
ठीक है, एक काम करेंगे, थोड़ा इधर सब फंक्शन सेम रह रहा है एक्सेप्ट दैट प्लस एंड माइनस. सो लेट अस अप्लाई द डेफिनेशन. Definition please. For this one I am applying the definition. Of course this will be same for this also. And f dash of 0 I am finding out because we need it at 0. So f dash of 0 is equal to limit of f of x, that is sine mod x plus mod x. At 0 that becomes 0 anyway, whole divided by x minus 0 as x tends to 0. Here our concern is whether left-handed derivative exists or not. As x tends to 0 plus, that is I am writing f dash of 0 plus. Anyone, do you help me out in writing f dash of 0 plus right-handed derivative? This is positive.
Sorry.
This is positive.
It will be
Sin x plus
2.
x by x. Sin x plus x by x.
It will be 2.
That will be 2.
Nine.
You are right. F dash of 0 minus.
Will be minus 2 because minus x हो जाएगा.
Huh. You're right. You're right. This becomes minus x and this is minus sin x by x. So answer is minus 2. Not differentiable. F dash 0 does not exist.
सर डी के लिए एग्जिस्ट करेगा.
If you apply the same in this case also, cos mod x minus mod x by x. Oh, cos के लिए
नहीं सर,
it's not possible.
फर्क पड़ेगा क्योंकि
because sin x by
cos
x
x-
is 1 here, and there it is. Cos mod x by x is not possible. Now, if you apply for this, I think it may be possible because
0 हो जाएगा.
that becomes 0. The same you have to understand. I'll show it here itself. This one I'm showing here itself. I'm not writing it again. For this one, just understand this becomes minus. When that becomes minus, obviously f dash of 0 plus means this becomes 0. And similarly, f dash of 0 minus also, this becomes plus x. Anyone, please, anyone, do you help me out in writing f dash of 0
So it
minus?
becomes mod x minus sin of mod x.
Minus sin x plus mod x.
So it becomes, that also becomes
This
0.
also becomes 0. And hence, the derivative exists only for d here. F dash 0 is possible in this case. F dash 0 is possible in this case. Whereas in the rest of the cases, it is not possible. The question is asked for non-differentiability. The question is asked for non-differentiability, and as option A, option B, option C are correct. And D is, of course, differentiable. Okay. So I'll be finishing up this differentiability mostly in the next couple of hours. Let me show you that. One moment. This is fx is a polynomial. It's also a derivative question. It's also a left-handed derivative, right-handed derivative. As a greatest integer function, which is to be discussed. Perfectly, it is to be discussed because it is related to greatest integer function. And this is a passage question, of course, and it is also related to functional equations. Yeah, this is greatest integer function, modulus, and integral part of x. We have to. And this is a graph just now I discussed. But I have taken a simple question also for you to understand this. And this is a functional equation which is not a part of the special functions I have given. I gave you some 5 special functions. It is not there. That means we took those 5 as standard special functions, but it is not a standard one. He framed it so you have to work out this problem. This is related to integration and passage. Of course, you can do this. It's not difficult, but differentiability. It is related to inverse functions. Did you finish inverse functions?
Yeah, we have started trigo inverse.
Yeah. So inverse functions differentiability also, it is to be checked out, and it can be understood through the graphs and or otherwise the values also. Values of the domain values for this one.
हाँ सर x को सब्स्टिट्यूट करके आ जाता था.
Similarly, the continuity, this is modulus function I have taken it. And this is also modulus differentiability. Differentiable at how many values of x. This is also greatest integer function. Yeah, that's it. We'll be mostly finishing this in the next session. Maybe a couple of questions I may be adding. Couple of questions I may be adding, but this is all LCD. And I got phone call from the